Welcome to Rose Radio.
I got up at 6 and then I was out of the house and I didn't get back until about midnight and I fell asleep, so I slept for about 3 hours and I just woke up because I wanted coffee. Like, I woke up for coffee. I think I was thirsty, but I was like, no, I want some coffee. I don't know. And we had this Chinese food. It was pretty good. But today I get to stay home and play with my art stuff. Oh my gosh, I have so many ideas, and so I'm redoing my whole thing, right? And trying to get rid of stuff, but I think I'm at the point where I'm just going to bag it all and take it to a thrift store, like take that stuff so I can concentrate on my new products, just like start on it already. Because I was thinking first, no, I'm just gonna sell this stuff off for extra money. But I really want to get started on my other stuff. I even got a new website and blog and all that. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be cool. And iHeart show to go with it. I was like, oh, okay. So it's going to be fun. You'll see what it is. You guys are going to be like, oh, God, that's so nerdy. But, hey, it's my thing, all right? So, yeah, so I came on here and I was listening to shows. And, unfortunately, I did have to cut off some people. I don't know. The whole thing's kind of disappointing, you know. I like to have fun on these shows and stuff like that, but you know, I think a lot of people suffer from jealousy on here, you know, men included. And jealousy is not to be mistaken for envy, okay? Jealousy is a personal issue with that person. So what they'll do is like continuously tear down anything the other person's doing to make themselves feel better, you know, but what they are is they're actually jealous. And I don't know, it's not a good thing to watch, you know. It just means that certain people lack confidence in themselves, you know. And I don't know, I kind of wish that people had were more confident about their stuff, you know, and they were able to but people aren't. I mean, it's just the way it is, I guess. I personally never really suffered from it, you know, but it's probably because I'm so oblivious to things anyways that I'm so into what I want to do, like into my dreams, that I could care less what anybody else is doing. Like, I really don't care. I just keep doing what I do, but maybe it's a good thing. You know, it has its bad moments because I'm oblivious to certain things, I don't catch things that I should catch. But that, you know, that's my issue. Yeah. So I had to take off some people. Stuff. I'm not gonna support your shows. I'm sorry. I don't know. That's not good. Because I think of it this way too. It'd be different if the majority of us were in our 20s, you know, but most of us are in our 40s and 50s. And the behavior is ridiculous, and it's like, and I know it's like I'm not totally a part of it, but I hate watching it because I spend my free time on here to hang out and have fun and socialize. And I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear a bunch of old people with mental problems. I deal with that for so many years, you know. No offense. I mean, my show originally started as mental health, and you know, I had calls all the time, people with different disorders and stuff like that, and different issues. And since we've come here to this platform, I'm more towards my own personal entertainment, you know, just like stuff like that. So, but it's kind of disheartening. And don't get me wrong, I understand what is entertainment and what is not. What is for fun and what is actually people having issues where they start getting personal and stuff. That's like, I just see, this is not going to end good. It's not going to end good. So when things fall apart, I don't want to hear you crying. Old people thinking they're badass on here. You're talking about your lives, You're talking about your bank account, your jobs. Don't mess. Don't be doing stupid things like that on the internet. Just have your shows. Don't be jealous of other people, because no matter how jealous you get and how much shit you talk, you will never be better than that person, because the problem is with you. That just means that you have to make changes. If you're noticing everything somebody else is doing, you've got a problem. So I was talking a little bit about the stuff on the between hosts that I listened to tonight. I was a little bit disappointed. And I don't know why it's bothering me. Maybe it's because I'm tired. Maybe because I want to sleep. But I was sitting there thinking about it, and it's like, okay, I started broadcasting in 1997. Yeah, it was like 1997. And before that, I was actually on Pal Talk, and for 3 years, I had this, where you have these private rooms kind of thing. And I did something over there in mental health and the spiritual section. And one day I got very upset at the group of people that were there, and I was like, okay, that's enough. I'm not dealing with this anymore. Because there are no time limits when you're in those rooms, and you share the mic and people come and talk and ask questions. And sometimes I'd be stuck there for like 8 hours, like trying to help people or try to motivate them and stuff. And I realized after 3 years, some people, it's just like they never grew. Like nothing ever happened. They just complained about the same thing. 3 years later, they haven't advanced in their life, and they don't have to advance, like go to school or start businesses or anything, but just be happy, knock it off already. And I realized that these people weren't doing that, a lot of them. So I got kind of discouraged, and I started getting into the politics because I think it was right before an election, right? So I started listening to shows on politics, and that's how I found the other site, BTR. And I went over there, and also I was part of the General Hospital fan club. Okay, and so they had a show there on BTR, so of course I check it out. And then one day I was messing around with the page, and I was like, oh, you can do radio, like you can have your own talk show kind of thing. So then I tried it, and I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And then I tried it again, and I was like, oh, this is fun. So I tried to get a lot of the friends I had at the other side to come over, and they did it, because they're like, they're already used to these are old people. They're already used to their thing. And that's how it started, and it's been great until the last year. I think the last year that I was there, last year, right? The politics part, and a lot of my friends stopped their shows because they started charging and stuff. So a lot of the shows were dropped, and I would just continue having my shows. Most of it was mental health and stuff like that, and then it moved over towards entertainment. And then we're over here on Spreaker. I got involved with in the entertainment drama and whatever creative thing we can come up with, for fun. And The one thing I noticed all the time, and it's not okay, I'm not like white knighting or anything like that, but it does bother me because I will say, like when it comes to my friend Goofy and other people too, and I know there's a lot of bigots. I know you guys are bigots. I mean, we're used to it. Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's like we're used to it. And the one thing I noticed is the people that continuously come after us or gossip about us, they're all the same. And it's almost like that's how I feel like it is now because I'm not feeling sorry for you, Goofy, or anything, okay? I'm just saying, this is something I noticed, like, they can't fathom how, that's just how I see it. Like, they'll be like, how can this Mexican have any friends or any listeners? And that's where I'm talking about the jealousy. It's almost like they have to challenge that because in their mind, they can't conceive how is it that a minority is doing better than them. And I experienced the same thing. And they'll say it's not, but it is. Because as soon as they open their mouth, they're like, oh, you fat Mexican, you're just a Mexican, you're an idiot, you're on welfare. And it's like, oh, God. And if you go to any university and colleges, it's all minorities. But it's frustrating. So then today I was like, not again. I'm not going to listen to this shit. You don't understand the entertainment part of radio and stuff, then don't do it. Or if you do it, just be confident in your own skills. Be confident in your own little podcast. Don't be trying to rain off somebody else's stuff because you don't got anything. It's not their fault. It's not their fault that you can't come up with shit or you don't have a niche of your own. And that's the thing. Everybody has a niche. You can tell the talented people by their niche. They have a certain, some are straight up educational, or some are, religious, some are music based. But entertainment based is all different because it goes by personality, that person's personality or persona that they're putting, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's entertainment. That's radio. That's art. If you don't understand it, it's not our problem. Not our issue. Grow up. Grow the fuck up. Well, in their 40s and 50s, acting like a bunch of kids. Like old. I swear, when I get in my 50s, I told my kids, if I act like that, you better put me on medication. I won't. I might fight you, but you tell me straight up that I'm acting weird. Okay, because I'm not walking around like that. I have no shame. I don't care. You can tell me I'm messing up. I'm not going to walk around looking like some old fool. It's disappointing. It's just like, I think I'm just really sensitive right now. I'm just having a moment, I'm just like, why are people like that? I just don't understand. But I know a lot of it is they're insecure, and I know it's not anybody else's fault. Sometimes they'll have to defend themselves, and I noticed that too. Okay, so let's say Goofy or I or our friends or anything, we start defending ourselves, then they go ballistic. Oh, you're just, and it's like, you know what? You throw down with don't we don't set out to hurt anybody. But I'll tell you what, just like on the streets, you come to an area where there's a bunch of people from different backgrounds and different financial backgrounds, and you come trying to flex your nuts that you're superior and come with the arrogant attitude, you're going to get your ass beat. So it's not going to be no different on the internet. Keep pushing and see what happens. When the shit comes down, you get jumped. Don't cry. I feel better. I was holding that in all night. I was like, what the hell's going on? It's pissing me off. So this is why I'm moving to YouTube. I'm moving to YouTube. No, I'm still staying here, of course. I got my iHeart shows and stuff. But no, really, I really am. I've been doing my hangouts, and I've been practicing, and I've been getting to know some people. And this new project that I'm doing, I'm moving over to YouTube. So now I got to get my hair done. I got to cut it, and I got to look nice for the camera. I just now try to figure out how to put on my false eyelashes. I was like, oh man, I wasn't going to at first. I've been just going on there as myself, of course, as myself, but not with much makeup or anything like that. And some of the girls were telling me, no, just like on TV, they spend a lot of time on makeup and stuff like that. And if you're vain like me, I guess, in a way, you got to like, oh, okay, I guess I'll do that. So that's my next thing. I got to get my hair cut. And also for other reasons, of course, because it's just way too long. I'm going to donate a big portion of it again, but I'm actually going to cut it a lot shorter than I've had in a very long time. I'm going to be cutting my hair to my shoulders. And I guess for my age, it's appropriate. So I'm just scared, because I know I'm going to look like some Polynesian little... I know how I'm going to look, but it's going to be cute, I guess. And it'll grow fast anyways. But it's just, that's what I'm known for. I know it sounds so vain, but that's what I'm known for. I'm known for my hair. I get complimented on my hair at least, and I'm not kidding you, at least 3 times a day if I could go out of the house. And I don't know why. It looks boring to me, but everybody's like always commenting on my hair. And so it's been a big part of who I am, as far as my appearance. And so now to purposely cut it all off, but, I think it'll look better anyways. And at least I can try to curl it too. Like if I feel like curling it, I can curl it. Like yesterday, one of the guys was asking me, I went to 7-Eleven, and he's like, you got badass hair. I love your hair. And I was like, oh, thanks. He goes, what kind of conditioner do you use? I go, none, because I don't use any conditioner or nothing. Like, I don't blow. It's what they call virgin hair. There's nothing on it. I just use some cheap shampoo. That's it. I don't blow dry it. I don't put no expensive products on it or anything. So he was like, well, how do you straighten it? And I was like, what? And I told him, no, it's really like that. It's just naturally like that. So, but I actually like curly hair, but I just never had it. I mean, I've had it like back in the 80s. I went through this stage where I wanted to look like the girls from Heart. So I spent like almost $300 getting my perm, and my hair was like maybe middle of my back, and they did these spiral curls, right? $300. I was the only customer for that girl for the whole day because she had to go and do all these curls to my hair because I have a lot of hair. And when I came out of there, I had it like an afro, right? I was crying because she goes, oh, it'll go down. And I was like, oh my God, my hair looks like shit. And that perm only lasted a month and it was gone. Like my hair was totally straight again. Never had a perm again. And my hair turned, it's already like, the color I have is like golden dark brown, or like golden dark brown. That's my color. And it turned even lighter. So it was actually golden brown. So it was like almost reaching like blonde status. And I don't know how I fixed it, but that's the only time my hair was damaged and with chemicals. And then I was swimming too, so that made it worse because when I was swimming a lot, my hair started turning green. So then I had this tint to it. Like, I don't know, you have to know if you know swimmers, you know what I'm talking about. There's this like tint back then because of the way the chlorine was in the pool, and so my hair was turning greenish. That's a bad memory. I'm starting to have flashbacks. I better change changed my thing. I did organize some music. I did a little poem to match with the music that I selected. So, yeah, so this is just me cutting the noise, okay? Cutting the noise that's been bothering me tonight because, I don't know, it kind of sucks. Like, I don't mind some of the drama or entertainment and stuff. Some of it's so funny. Some of it's so funny. But there's one point where I see and it's not funny because it's like, you're just jealous. What's wrong with you, you know? When people start getting attacked just because of who they are. That's what it comes. They'll say, oh, it's not that. I'm not racist. I'm not. Yes, you are. You're a bigot. You're racist and you're a bigot. You're just hiding it and it just comes out when you're, because you can't fathom how can this person be doing well or how can this person have this many friends. It's something in you. It's not the other person's fault. You don't have to be brilliant. You don't have to be extremely educated to have friends. It takes a lot more than that. If you can't figure that out, then you've got a problem. You got a problem making friends, and you got a problem getting people to like you. It's not them. Obviously, other people think they're fine. Right? I mean, that's how I see it. And I know I get the same thing. Women do that to me all the time, and I'm used to it. I'm older now. I can handle it better. The way I handle it is, for the most part, I just ignore it because I really don't care. I understand it's not my problem. It's not my issue. It's theirs. So I don't react or respond to it, and that's why I choose that. But that's my own decision. Other people can't do that, but it's easy for me because for the most part I'm oblivious to things anyways. I got so much shit going on, I don't give a shit. All I want is to make my stuff and make some money, and then now I'm going to be on YouTube. I'm going to be a YouTube star. I guarantee you. I give myself 2 years. Just watch. You guys are going to, what? We're not watching this Mary Poppins show. Be like, yeah. But, I was thinking because I can actually integrate the art lessons and my, teaching the arts and teaching the selling and putting it together. So I think it's gonna be a good thing. It's gonna be fun. So that's my new project. As long as I have the time. And the only way I can have the time is if I'm not in school. But I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I know I could kick myself because if I just finish this quarter, in about 5 weeks I would have totally been completely done.